like overall, like I've watched people play and I was like, this game's pretty. Oh my god, like it's really pretty. So now it's such a cash grab for Disney too. It's like, not that there's anything.
It's not a cash grab, but like it's like
I'm not saying it's bad by any means. I'm just saying that like they're so smart with it because like people are like obsessed with it and they just want it. And I think that's the thing that kind of makes me cringe about it though. It's the rides thing.
Oh, dude, they don't even call them like they don't even have the rights to like the names of the rides. Like they're doing it.
Yeah, but they're all rides that exist at Disneyland, don't they?
Who cares? The game is literally Disney.
It's made for kids that are just like, let's go to Disneyland. They're like, oh, I played this in Kingdom Hearts, and it's just like
for kids.
Oh,
it's for adults. It's for
kids.
big boys like me.
Kids game.
It's not a kids game. It's not a kids game.
It's a kids game.
It's actually it's tough. It's a JRPG, dude. I'm telling you.
Well, if you put it on hard, probably
yeah. It's a tough game.
It's a tough game, yeah.
It's good.
I've seen how good like abilities are in that game, and I'm just like,
well, okay, so let's actually start the video.
I'm already recording.
Okay, great.
I just wanted them to hear everything. Our rant.
All right, I will do my intro. I'll do my intro. Hello and welcome to another episode of Game and Scotch. My name's Aiden, and Eve is here today.
Once again,
it's really we're like Mario and Luigi. We're like the only two people that run this shit.
Yeah.
I love you.
But you always steal a peach from me, brother.
I always steal your princess. Wow.
No love for Ouija.
No love for Ouija. And this is the first time you're tuned on to Game and Scotch. We're a show that combines gaming and drinking. And today we're having Johnny Walker's Red Label Scotch. This is the first time we've had Scotch on the show.
Well, now it's the third.
Well, now it's the third because we shoot multiple videos in one day. So it's really nice. It's really smooth Scotch. It tastes like gasoline. That's gasoline.
It's gasoline shit.
It's gasoline. I'm dying. Today we're talking about Kingdom Blarts Tree. The Tree Blingdom Glarts. The third one of the franchise.
Blendum Carts?
Kingdom Hearts.
That's a new Mario Kart,
Blendum
right?
Barts.
Blendum Carts?
That's my favorite video game of all time.
Blendum Carts 8.
Yeah. It's the one where you
go on
upside down.
Where you go on Rainbow Road and then you
dude.
kill Sephiroth.
Fucking run over a cloud. And I'm trying to make as many Final Fantasy references as I can because I really don't fucking care about Final Fantasy.
Which is funny because this is half the game.
Oh, no. Characters look like Final Fantasy, but there's a few Final Fantasy characters in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more of a Disney game, I think.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. So we're going to review Kingdom Hearts today. Well, I'm going to review it.
0 to 10.
Steve hasn't really played it. So, but his experience with Kingdom Hearts, he played the first one.
I've only played the first one.
What is your opinion about the franchise? What do you think about it?
I think it's a smart franchise. I think I don't know. It's a weird mix whenever you think of like Square Enix and Disney. Like even when I played it the first time, like I was way younger and I rented it at like my local game store. I never would have thought like, oh, I'm going to buy this game. So thank God that we had renting back then. But anyway,
thank Jesus.
Like I rented it and I still enjoyed it. I thought there was a lot of good aspects about it.
Yeah.
But nothing really kept me like wanting to keep going. And I understand that people like invest into like 1 and 2 and however other many there are, 2.5, 2.8 or whatever. Like they try to advance the story as much as possible, but I feel like they don't
really
even
advance it.
They don't even know
make
where
these
they are.
Convoluted spin-off games that
they don't even know where they are in their own story.
Confusing.
Yeah, they don't even know where they are in their own story. They're just so far up their own ass that they're just like, oh, this happened, and then they don't explain why. It's just everything's random.
That's like one of my gripes about the story sometimes is that I am pretty familiar with Kingdom Hearts, at least Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and I've played some of the off ones and I've seen videos about lore and stuff, but like there are moments where like I'll be playing the game and this guy's like, it's me. And I'm like, who? Like I'm supposed to know you. I'm like, who's that? That's from the thingy on the PS.
It's like it's like a kid's game, but it's so confusing.
You keep mentioning it's a kid's game.
It is a kid's game.
It's not a kid's game.
It's a kid's game.
Kids can play it. It's like Mario. It's like Mario is technically a kid's game, but adults play it.
Yeah,
and it's a hard game because like I'm thinking I haven't beaten Kingdom Hearts 3 yet, but I'm assuming there's gonna be like every other Kingdom Hearts game. There's secret bosses that are fucking stupid hard. That's in every single Kingdom Hearts game.
I'm just saying if you compare it to Mario, like absolutely, adults can play it, but the game is meant for kids.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, you
kids
play
game.
with Elsa and fucking turn into Simba. So,
Yeah.
I was a Disney kid growing up. So,
Right.
and I.
Oh, Disney's
not a,
good.
I'm not a big JRPG fan at all. So, I was introduced to Kingdom Hearts 1, and I was like, I need this game because Goofy fucks shit up. I need this because Goofy fucks shit up.
Yeah, I think you just love Goofy.
I
a
love
lot,
Goofy.
right?
Goofy's
Yeah.
my boy.
Yeah.
He's my. I relate to that guy. He's my life. Maxi pad. Oh, yup.
What the hell? What is that from?
It was his son's name Max, so I just made a Maxi
Oh.
pad kind of joke. It's in a good taste. It's funny. If some people, it
It's
does. Kill.
funny. It's
Yeah,
funny.
it's
Trust me. Trust me.
This is a game that I never thought would exist because this was like announced like probably
Kingdom
6
Hearts
years-
3, you mean?
Yeah, dude, it was like
I feel
announced
like-
like 5 years ago, and it was.
Yeah, I feel like Kingdom Hearts 3 got like the Final Fantasy 7 treatment where
Yeah.
like it hasn't released in a
They're
long
like,
time.
hey,
and
it
Final
exists.
Fantasy 7 is still not here either.
Hey guys, it exists, but don't expect it very soon.
Because Final Fantasy 7 Remake got announced in 2015, I
Yeah.
think. So maybe it'll get the
Even-
5-year treatment as well.
Even when they initially announced Kingdom Hearts 3, they had like this weird trailer that didn't show like any gameplay. Like it was like flashbacks from other games.
So it made you
And
think
then
like they were
you
far
saw
behind,
like the
right?
sea of Heartless come out, and then Sora's just standing there like, whoa, and then it cuts off. You're like, oh, that's it? And they're like, yep. And they're like, and then it just says in development. Like nothing.
So that makes you think like they're far behind on what
yeah.
they want to do.
Like why announce it? Why? Because now we're sitting there like,
Because they basically want to tell you like,
Yeah.
guys, we're still working
It's
on it.
coming.
Like, don't think
Yeah.
we canceled it, essentially. Because I think they did that with Final Fantasy 7 as well. They showed
Yeah.
like a very brief snippet of gameplay.
yeah.
And
But I'm pretty sure, don't they like just start over again? Like they're like, okay, we have to start over.
it's like the start of the game
Yeah.
of Final Fantasy 7. Yeah.
Oh,
So I
okay.
feel like very similar in development processes
Right.
anyway. But yeah, so you like it?
I'm obsessed. I fucking love this game.
Yeah.
I think it's, if you are a Kingdom Hearts fan, you already have it or you're dumb. Go get it. Don't be stupid. If you are someone new to the franchise, I would look into it a little bit more because it is a Kingdom Hearts game. It's not.
You
There's-
have to follow the previous ones, right? Because it just follows itself.
Honestly,
so-
you can. You know what? You can follow on the story because basically the story is Roxas wants to free Sora wants to free Roxas from his heart, and also he has to learn the power of waking. That's basically the story. But then they introduce all these characters, and Sora's like, I don't know who the fuck you are because my mind's erased. And then they go off on these tangents, and like Goofy says something weird, and you're like, I'm like, I don't remember that storyline. There are a lot of times like that even I like who's a big fan of Kingdom Hearts goes, huh? I don't remember that, but someone who's brand new to the series, like each world has their own tale. Like you go to Toy Story's world and
Yeah.
you're like, Woody's like, I gotta go save my friends. That's the story. You go to Frozen, hey, Elsa's fucking in a stupid castle. Let's go get her. That's basically like if you just follow along and just kind of ignore all that weird Final Fantasy bullshit, like you can still follow along and enjoy it. Yes, I am blaming Final Fantasy for the convoluted story. I do like the story a lot. I think it's so cheesy.
I totally agree with
I think
you.
I think
Square
it's so
Enix-
cheesy that I'm smiling. Like it's
Square Enix makes complicated
Yeah,
fucking
it's
stories,
their fault.
man.
This game is just nuts. So, no, I love this game. This is a game that you've waited for a long time for, and you're like, it is not going to meet expectations. It is not going to be very good.
You're very scared that it won't because
Scared.
you've
well,
waited
it's the same
so
with
long.
Smash, right? With
But,
Ultimate, like you
yeah.
and I played Wii U like
I-
before it launched. And I was like,
I was
this
scared
game
it
might
was-
suck.
I was scared it was just going to be another Smash 4,
Yeah.
and it was way
Uh-oh.
different. So I was
This
like,
game might
it's
suck.
good. But
But-
yeah, okay. So you're fully happy with it. I watched a few guys streaming it,
Mm-hmm.
and even for somebody that doesn't follow Kingdom Hearts, the graphics are beautiful in
Yeah.
that game, and all the little aesthetic changes they do when you go to different worlds, like when Sora and them like change bodies,
Yeah.
kind of like everything is really cool about it.
The lighting's beautiful. Like each world kind of has their own like artistic styles. So like every level looks
Yeah.
unique. Like, have you seen footage of the Pirates of the Caribbean? Holy shit!
I saw it briefly.
Holy shit!
I've only seen mostly the Toy Story and very little Caribbean.
It's beautiful. Like it's a beautiful game. And what's really cool about that world is that it's open world. So you can. It's like Black Flag. You're in a fucking ship. You sail places. There's ship combat.
Cool.
And then you can jump out whenever you want. You can swim and fight Heartless underwater, or you can swim to islands and there's treasure there. There's like things to do. It's like this game is my biggest gripe with the Kingdom Hearts games was like I'm here for the Disney, so I really want the worlds to be a great experience. And
Yeah.
most of the time they're not. Like the stories are either told really quickly and they're not well done. some of the voices are really bad. Sometimes the worlds don't feel like they're lived in, like it's just like an empty space for you to walk around in. But in Kingdom Hearts 3, holy crap, man. Like you're in the Rapunzel world. I'm not a big Tangled fan. Like I watched the movie, I enjoy it, but like you go into the castle, it's like one of my favorite moments. Like you're walking around, you're talking to people, you're in this festival, you can go dance with some bitches, and like it's so beautiful, and the game just feels so lived in. Like I really feel like I'm in these Disney movies, and it's insane.
I think they nail the Disney aspect a lot in these games. I'll give them that. Like it's just so nostalgic, if especially since you're a Disney fan. Like even just the music in the background is all relatable to the Disney movie itself, and like everything just makes sense. Yeah. And like, so from what I saw from the Toy Story one, you get into like this big mecha robot thing, and I'm like, this is different. And then all I could think of was like every other world probably has their own little gimmick that is relatable to that Disney movie or franchise. I'm just like, this is really smart.
Well, what's really cool about what they did with the worlds is basically like, the first 3 or 4 are very like Kingdom Hearts like built levels, like pretty linear. You go here, there's cutscenes in between, and then they mix it up with the last 2. They throw you into the Pirates of the Caribbean. I was not excited for Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm not a big fan of that kind of franchise, and like that was like one of my least favorite worlds in 2. And then I was like, oh, they're bringing it back. It's gonna suck dick. And that ends up being like my favorite world. Yeah, like you're literally like it's open world. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And that's something that they've never done in Kingdom Hearts. Like it always felt like linear, like you have to go there, you have to do this. But like in here, you're like, even when you finish, like you fight, spoilers, you fight Davy Jones after you beat him, which is an amazing fight. Oh my God, you're in this like whirlpool, this giant whirlpool, and there's like the Kraken's like reaching at you, and then like you're fighting Davy Jones on the Flying Dutchman. I'm like, this game is so freaking hype. This game is so hype. It's so good. And then the black hood guy comes out. He's like, and some bullshit story. I'm like, I want to go back to Davy Jones. I want to go fuck up Davy Jones. It's just like they get the Disney so right. Like it blows my mind. Like in Kingdom Hearts 2, like you could tell they didn't have rights to a lot of the songs because like you go to like the Little Mermaid world and it's like basically a DDR kind of thing, but all the songs are not from Little Mermaid and they're really bad. Yeah. But like here, like you go to fucking Frozen World and Elsa's singing Let It Go. Like there's like a literally 2-minute video of her singing Let It Go. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like I'm not a big Frozen fan, but I was still sitting there like in awe. Like she's actually singing music from their freaking movies. Yeah. And that is unreal to me. Like this game is a dream.
They gave them a lot of rights. Yeah.
It is insane. I don't have a lot of gripes with it. My only big gripe is that everything is triangle, which is annoying because to open chest is triangle. But if you're not in combat and you're not close to the chest, you'll use one of your special moves.
That's your gripe.
Sometimes, oh, look, a chest. Pirate ship! I'm like, no. God damn. And I know a lot of people have gripes about the attractions. I think they're great. I was a little worried at first because I guess they're introducing you to the whole concept. So I felt like, I'm like, wow, I'm getting these attractions really often. That makes the game really easy. But later on, like you have to, that actually doesn't happen very often. And you actually have to equip abilities that like, okay, so you actually get this chance more often. That'll happen. And how attractions work is that you'll see like a green circle around a Heartless and you have to hit them once and that's how you get it. So, and they throw like hundreds of Heartless at you at once. So you're fighting like a sea of guys and there's a guy with a green circle over there. I'm like, do I decide, no, you know what? I'm going to use my Kingdom Heart, my Keyblade transformation, or do I'm like, okay, there's a lot of dudes. I'm going to go get the carousel attack and stuff. I don't know. I think this game is really well done. I think it's the most fun it has ever been. Because I revisited Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 to get hyped for this game, and I don't think they aged very well. I'm sorry if I'm pissing people off. They did not. Oh my God. But Kingdom Hearts 3 is like, it just feels like Kingdom Hearts brought to this day and age, and it is a 2019 game. It is beautiful. It's one of the best looking games, in my opinion, on PS4. I don't know, just because I'm a Disney fan, but like, I cried a couple times during playing this game. Like I literally the game starts, I'm just overwhelmed with emotion. I'm like, oh, I'm like, and there's like even like in the Frozen world, like I thought I'd hate it, but I ended up loving it. Like the whole point of that world is that you're climbing up this mountain and you're trying to get to the top, and then Elsa's there and she's like making her ice castle and she's singing Let It Go, and I did not think I'd be emotional at all. Like I'm sitting there like, oh my God. It's beautiful.
You're almost crying right now.
I'm almost crying right now.
You're crying right now.
This game is literally what I wanted, and it kind of exceeded my expectations because you think like, you can't be so hyped for a game and then it can't meet all your expectations, but it did. oh my God, I just want to go back to the Caribbean.
Fuck, would you already give it your game of the year or something? Jesus
It's
Christ.
January, and I've already found my favorite
and you're
game.
like, game of the year, Kingdom Hearts.
So I honestly, like, to me, this game's perfect. To me, it is. As a Kingdom Hearts fan, as a Disney fan, people who have never played a Kingdom Hearts game first, I would do research because it might not be what you expect because it is a Kingdom Hearts game. It's still like, it still feels clunky sometimes, you know, like the camera's not great. The targeting kind of sucks dick. But that's just because you're used to it because that's just been a Kingdom Hearts staple, right? It's been in the game since the beginning. But that's kind of like what's great about it. It's just like, I'm like, I played Kingdom Hearts. I know what to expect.
I'm used to this now.
Bad
Bad cameras.
But someone who's like played, real JRPGs and like games that actually play well, like, like you might not like it. It might feel old and dated to you, but someone who's, played these games, it's perfect. I love it. So I feel like I don't want to like encourage people to buy it if they don't like the series because you might not like it. You might be like,
I'm definitely not getting it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I couldn't get attached to the story or anything like that. Like I still finished the first one.
Yeah.
But like I rented it and I was just like, I would never buy this. If I would see this on the shelf to buy, I don't think I would.
No.
I don't think it's just for me at all.
That's okay,
like
honestly.
I love Disney. I think Disney's great. Just and something doesn't
they
attract me in
made
there.
they made this game for the fans. They've made attempts to bring in new people, but they've really made this game for the fans, and I think that's what they should have done. This isn't a game for...
There's definitely some cute things. I saw the Ratatouille thing where you like cook with them and stuff, and I'm just like, there's a lot of cute things, and like
there's a way to like you get like temporary boosts if you make like good food and stuff. Yeah, and everything's voice acted. Everything, even just talking like NPCs, everything's fucking voice acted.
For Toy Story, Tom Hanks is not Woody. Apparently, it's like his brother.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's kind of
well.
funny.
Apparently, his brother voices all the Woody stuff except for the movies. So Tom Hanks does the movies. He does like the weird cartoons.
It's funny how similar they sound, though. It's crazy.
But they've gone a lot of actual actors like Kristen Bell, Josh Gad.
Wait, who does Kristen Bell voice?
She's one of the persons in Frozen. She's I forget her name. Not Elsa,
the red-haired
girl. Yeah.
Oh.
That's Kristen Bell.
Oh,
they actually have I think he's always been in Kingdom Hearts, but the guy that actually voiced Hercules is back.
Cool.
He actually voices Hercules, which is super cool.
Very cool. Wait, isn't Danny DeVito like the... No.
Sorry. Actually, Phil doesn't say anything in this game, which kind of made me sad because like Phil had a lot of...
It's not Danny DeVito anyway, but...
No.
Anyway, that would have been fucking great.
That would have been funny.
If that would have been
They
Danny
had
DeVito.
a Danny DeVito impersonator for the first two games, and it was kind of funny because it... it's sad. Like you could hear it be like Danny DeVito, but it's
there's no
so
Aladdin
unsettling.
world, is there?
No, but there has been like Aladdin's basically almost been in every game except for this one. Yeah, at least the ones with Sora in it.
Because I wonder what they would have done for Genie. Because like, man,
I don't think Robin Williams ever voiced Genie in the games.
Really?
The most of them were like impersonators. Like this is like the first game where they've had the budget to bring in the actual actors to do.
Cool.
Yeah, which is kind of insane when you think about it. You're like thinking like,
was it actually Tim Allen for Buzz Lightyear too?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think so.
Oh, they got most of them, but there's a Monsters Inc. world, and the guy that I have to look into it, but it sounded just like
John Goodman for the blue guy.
Yeah, Sully, but I don't think he voices him. It sounded weird. Billy Crystal voices Mike.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's the voice actor, but the guy who impersonated him was like spot on. Like you could be like, that's Billy Crystal. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah. No,
but that world was great too.
I couldn't tell. Like
there's like moments and I didn't even talk about the movement in this game. So when you're like walking around and they're like the walls will be highlighted, you can fucking run up them. You can like run up.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, you can climb anything.
Yeah, and they have this thing where if stuff's like if you see like glitter and stuff, you can like run along it, kind of like in Sly Cooper. Like you can like
run along the wall.
Yeah, like run along stuff, and you can run along walls, and like you get like abilities where like you can run up a wall, and jump off, and fuck people up with it.
Cool.
Oh my god, I love this game. I could talk about it forever, so maybe we'll end it there.
This is a long video, guys.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. For me to go a little crazy about Kingdom Hearts. I hope
he teared up. He's sweating.
I'm sweating. I teared up a little bit. This game is incredible.
A lot of hormones.
It's already my favorite game, and I hate that it came out next to Resident Evil 2 because I really want to play Resident Evil 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe we can talk about that another time when you play it.
When I play it and beat it and love it. Me and my girlfriend Krista, we like to sit there and play it together.
You guys like horror games?
Yeah, sometimes because I don't like to get stuck, so sometimes she'll have like a walkthrough and tell me where good items are.
That's so cute.
Yeah, we went through Resident Evil 7 recently. Beat that game.
Oh, you beat 7?
Yeah,
cool.
I
watched the entire thing on stream,
like
so I know the story.
We'll talk about that.
You didn't like the end?
No, I thought it was kind of dumb. I really liked how
You're kind of.
I liked how contained the story was at the start with the bakers, and I didn't like that it got all sci-fi on me. I was like, oh, this is weird.
Really? I thought it was really cool,
Yeah.
to be honest. But anyway,
That's just my opinion.
that's another game for another time.
That's my opinion, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We were drinking Red Label Johnny Walker's Scotch. What did you think of Kingdom Hearts 3?
Well done.
Please indulge me. I love this game. I want to hear all the love. If you're haters, I guess you can comment, but I might just be like, you suck. Okay, have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.